everybody? It's your girl, Melissa. I hope y'all are having a fabulous Friday. I mean, it's gonna be lit today. I got this man right here in the house, CEO of, do you go House of Pain or Airtight Boxing? Okay, so I've seen both. Yeah. Okay, so this man right here, I mean, he's accomplished a lot, and I have a special guest too. Also, we got Rob coming in, and so he'll be joining us here in a little bit. But let our viewers know, those of our audience that doesn't know you yet, let them know a little bit about you.
Well, my name's Steve Estes. I've been doing boxing for about 30 years. I've been a promoter since 1998. I've done about 120 professional boxing matches, traveled all over the world, raised about about three world champions. Been in the corner with Stevie Johnston. I was actually his assistant trainer, got to train my kid's mother, Terry Lynn Cruz. She's a world champion. Emmanuel Perez. Been all over the world. Been on the biggest cards ever. Sat next to Don King at fights. Somebody I looked up to, Bob Arum. That's working the best, and I'm still doing it. And it's good to do shows at the local level now. So, we're at a high point right now. We partnered up with Sparta Combat League, and we're teaming up, and we're just totally unstoppable. We're like last year we promised. Between him and I, we done about 30 shows last year.
Nice.
30 shows in a year. And I tell you, Jeff Cisneros, him and I are like brothers. We've been good friends even before boxing. It's good to find a team that messes like that, and there's a lot of trust and loyalty there between us. And we're just killing it. We're smashing it. We give these young kids someplace a platform to do this at. And we up our game a lot too.
Yeah.
So with that, it's a lot better. We have a lot better sound, lighting, everything. So it looks great. It looks great. Our shows are awesome. We got good venues, a fantastic team, a team of people. We got a good street crew. It's up right now. I really like it.
That's good. And so I heard a little bit last time Jeff was in here and said that he got beat up at your place. So he went because he was all done with this. Went over to your place and you put him to work.
Yes.
Yeah, Justice News.
Whoa.
On the last interview, so he was saying that he went over there and he's like, oh okay, he's like he was touting about something.
Oh yeah.
And then he went over to you, but I thought it was pretty funny because he's like, man, he's like he had me in there working.
yeah, we work hard. Him and I just like, I like it because we push each other, and it's great. It's great to see that, and he has guys that come from small level. I have guys. One of the first guys on my show was Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Him and Rob actually fought each other in an amateur fight. I used to do like some fight club stuff, and it's just crazy to say that they could go from there, from a backyard brawl, so to speak, with the ring, and we were charging people like $20 a day. They're fighting on the biggest stages in the world. Where Rob I take Rob, he's fought on pay-per-view cards, and he's fought the best fighters in the world and captured titles. This has all been just like a dream, to do this at the smallest level ever and bring it up to the big level. But to team up with Jeff now, we're taking this. It's good. Like, we're gonna have an amazing show this Friday. We got two shows, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
24th and 25th, guys.
Yeah. So the 24th is like almost completely sold out. I bet you will be sold out before the door is open. We'll have some standing room tickets at the door, but yeah, it's gonna be an amazing show. I got a lot of time. We did 3 shows last month, and to me, that was kind of a mistake. I think myself, I overdid it. We overworked ourselves, and we just tweaked it a little bit and worked really hard on this show here. We got a masterpiece.
That's awesome. Yeah. And so, what got you into boxing? Like, what got you into it? How did you start it? Like when you were little? Like, what inspired you to?
Well, my mother got me into like, we grew up in a really rough neighborhood, and I used to get bored, not to go to board. I used to my mom. My mom did the boxes. Made me go to the boxes. And I didn't want to know. She made me box. I stood in there for a long time and found love for sport. And then it was like when I was about 13 years old. I used to always go to fights. I got a little maze fighter. And I went to my first pro show and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I see the lights and I was just like amazed, starstruck. I said, I'm going to do this my whole life. I know what I'm going to do. You know, I see it. I was a matchmaker when I was 15 years old. I worked with the pro promoters then. Yeah, I used to catch the bus down there, and I mean, I found it, and I went all over. I found it.
And was that here in Colorado?
It's been here in Colorado.
Here in Colorado, okay.
Yeah, and you know, I've seen a lot of good things happen here. I've seen boxing evolve to something great here in Colorado, and I'm glad to be part of it. It used to be like we used to just put it together, you know. And to me, right now, I want to put it where everybody is, the fans, the fighters, you know, everybody, the boxing commission. You know, what we've done here is we brought the boxing commission here, and you know, we make it work. The state and us, we all work together as one. It's positive. It works good. Yeah, so it all works out good. And it's the state really works with us a lot. They let us have our own little amateur league.
Yeah.
Instead of going through Colorado State Golden Gloves and stuff like that, we can start guys off at an amateur level on a pro show, which is a grassroots system to see where they go to, you know, and it's amazing. You know, there's injuries on there, but the way that the commission works and, you know, with responsible matchmaking and training, I think that it's been a very safe sport. We haven't had no, unfortunately, we haven't had no bad things happen. You know, I'm sure it can happen, you know, bad things can happen and anybody can get hurt going to work. But if you take precautions and you're responsible with it, you have a great shot. It's a good turnout and it's good entertainment for everybody. Yeah. And it's a chance for people to reach their dreams, you know, and take people to the upper echelon of the sport, go to Vegas and be on the big stage and, you know, be on TV and that's amazing.
Yeah, you know, and I've seen you on the big stage there.
Yeah, I've been able to sit there and, you know, I was in places with Mike Tyson, you know, seeing Manny Pacquiao and having lunch with Oscar De La Hoya.
I would say I've seen with the Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah, you know, I mean, sitting there with them, and I'm like a kid sometimes, you know, but to me, you know, it's still amazing. I love going to the shows and, you know, I've been into lunch with before with Jay-Z. He's a fight for me.
That's awesome.
He has a company called Rock Nation. So, a good buddy of mine, Patrick Ortiz, is his partner. So, we were all sitting in the room there before, and I'm like, you know, I didn't want to act like a little kid, but I wanted to be like, you know.
I would have slid in there somehow.
I was like, wow, you know, it was just great, you know. But being there, doing those kind of things makes me want to just keep my game up and, you know, be as on top of things as much as I can. You know, it's a lot of hard work. You got to dedicate all your time, your soul, everything to it. You know, and have a certain respect for it too. Yeah. You know, like as far as like, you know, don't overdo things. You know, and watch fighters and group fighters. You know, like I'm probably Rob is. You know, like I grew him. He knows how. I taught him how to train fighters, how to manage fighters. He can run a show. He can do cutman stuff. He knows how to go to the fighting elite. You know, he has his own gym. You know, we started the House of Pain and we went to the House of Pain West and, you know, I'm proud of this guy what he's done. You know, it's like a small empire, but, you know, when you started and you just have thousands of people who follow you and going through the right steps, you know, and it's a great thing. So it's been a wonderful ride. I love it.
Nice. And so when did House of Pain and Airtight Boxing start? So I know you used to be House of Pain first, right?
It's still House of Pain? Well, the House of Pain started about 25 years ago when my trainer and a bunch of other guys, we used to train all over, but we went to a gym called 20th Street. And my trainer and a few other trainers all teamed up together, and we all like didn't have a team name, so we were like, wow, this is like everyone that would go in there was just like you would come out beat up or banged up, and fighters were scared to go in the spot. Our gym was ruthless. And I loved it. So
maybe that's what Jeff was talking about.
Yeah, well, that is when he walked into my gym and I made him squat my toughest guy, the beast. I made him start the beast. Yeah, yeah, our gym was rough. You know, it was a rough gym, but my trainer who was the best trainer of all, looked like a dad to me, but we also this he goes, man, this is the house of peace. We would walk in here, people were scared. And so we just put it together, you know, and so that all started, and then we started airtight boxing. I started that back in '97. A bunch of friends. Well, I used to work with the promoter, and the promoter and I kind of fell out. Just he wanted to do his own thing, and I was the one who had all the boxes, so to speak. I'm the one who was walking to the boxing gym. I know how to innovate. To me, the best form of management is nobody managing and be able to go in and sit down and grab hands with them, sit down and break bread with them, eat and understand what they're talking about doing. So I said, I'm just going to get my own license together, and I did. So it's been a long time. It was about 1998, I think, 99, I think, when we did our first show. But I got a bunch of people together, a good friend of mine, Bobby Dunlap, and just put it together, start doing shows. Learn from, yeah, me, and just never look back from it. But that's what I wanted to do. So the other promoter that I was used to work with, I'm glad that we had that fallout, because he was ready to get out anyway, and I was like, things didn't go his way, and he's like, hey, well, I can't work with you, and I said, okay, that's fine, and I, just started doing things on my own, and when I did, I just started, I'm a hustler, I stay up all day and all night, so I was possessed with it, I just from door to door, knocking on doors, got everything together, and when it just went boom one night after another, show after show after show, and it's a big thing right now. It's good.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I see y'all all over the place, and I see all like the good stuff you guys are doing too. And and when you said about your promoter falling out with your promoter, I always think, I always believe like there's a time and a season and a place for everything, and sometimes you have people that come in your season for a lifetime. Sometimes people come in to just help you. People that just come in to teach you a lesson. So, even though like things didn't work out with y'all, like look where you're at now, and look at the amazing things that you're accomplished and motivation and everything that you're doing. So that's awesome.
I look around and see who like the next people are. And there's a lot of people say, hey, Steve, you this and competition and other people, and it's like, we don't try to compete with nobody. And it's just like, we do our own thing, and it's the nature of the beast, though, too. It's like, you work with us, when other people, when they start doing it, they get this perception that it's like a game in a rat race, and they're trying to see, like, oh, we're going to outdo them and all that, but they're really hurting themselves, They're really, yeah, we try to work with everybody in the industry. We try, and when they can't do the same work and quality of work that Jack and myself do, they think it's easy, so then they fall out, and then it turns into bad business. And people are like, oh yeah, these guys were against us and everything. We don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I tried partnering up with people before even helping them. And you help them on their way up, and they don't make it, and then they find you. So there's some ups and downs to the business. So I was fortunate enough to have people around me that I have now, and to really have Sparta on my side. So it's a great partnership.
Yeah.
It really is. Like we just click. I mean, I don't know nobody else that talks at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Me and Jeff are messaging each other till the sun comes up. Him and I we have meetings at Danny's or at some overnight place. We need a 24-hour fitness. At 1 o'clock in the morning. Up on 88, we'll stay there.
I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the craziest times to do things, but who knows when business hours are, you say you work like 90 hours a week, and this so we don't have to work 40s.
Yeah.
Still things, and you want to keep those ambitions and keep that hunger in mind and have an ultimate goal and where you want to go with this, and see things. And to me, I'm always looking to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
Stay motivated. When I get done, I'm always so like I'm my biggest critic. When I'm done with the show, I always leave and I'm like, damn, I go home and I'm so upset because I think I want things to be perfect and on time, and I'm like, all right, what do we do next time? How do we make this better? How do we get to the next level? And it's gonna happen. I'm happy with it. I'm happy but not content.
Yeah.
I think when you're content, that's it. That's it. You're done.
Yeah.
You're content with your work.
Well, we always have room to grow, like no matter what we're doing, and
Yeah.
that's one of the keys. Like we always just have to keep pushing, and I think what you said earlier is great because you always got to find that group of people, that circle that are going to push you and move you forward, and as well as when there's other people around you, it's not that like you're leaving them behind or anything, but it's like when you're trying to move and go the next level up, like you gotta have those people there that are pushing you and helping you and want to make you go even more further than you are now.
Absolutely. Honesty and integrity.
Yeah. And so how did you and Rob link up?
Well, I used to do a thing called the Fight Club. I'll tell you about Thomas Maloney, and I did shows at the beautiful Ogden Theater a long time ago, and it was before the boxing commission came here. I mean, I was doing one show a month, so basically they were unsanctioned events. This is before the commission got in, but I was going buck wild with it, so I was doing a show a month, and I got a lot of talent out of it. So I met with Rob, met up with me and my buddy Travis, and I started watching him fight, and I was like, wow, like, he's a scrappy dude, and I was like, man, you know, you can't teach guys hard. You can teach them how to box, but you can't teach them how to like how to have heart and how to be fighter. That's something that God gives you. And how to do it. Yeah, so I seen him and I was like, wow, and I said, I'm gonna give him a shot, and that's kind of how I turned the call. I was like, I never gave him I never gave him an opportunity to go amateur, which was best for me. And amateurs like going to college, I could be right to professional. So I threw him to the wolves like that, and he came back with the wolf's head in his mouth, so to speak, because, he came out and he's one of the best fighters out there. To watch this guy, he learned from nothing, and I mean, he's staying up here, he's still there too, guys. Just street fighting.
Street fighting, is that where you started off at?
Well, I thought I was tough.
Let's have a feel over this a little more.
I thought I was tough. Yeah, I thought I was a tough little guy, and I found out real quick how tough I wasn't.
You gotta find out somewhere, right?
Yeah, I found out, man. The first fight club I went to, man. Like you said, I met Travis, and he asked me if I wanted to buy tickets for fights, and I said no, I don't know why. Yeah. I was a drug addict. I was smoking cigarettes. I was a bad person, and I wasn't living a good life. And that's where this story comes from me. It changed my life, So he asked me if I wanted to buy some tickets, and I said no, I don't want to buy tickets. I want to fight. And this Travis guy, whatever. Yeah, I really thinks he's tough. So, love you, Travis. But no, he thinks he's tough. But anyway, he's like, yeah, right. Everybody thinks you're tough. And I was like, no, I'm serious. I want to fight. So he's like, all right, be there on Thursday. I showed up. I went in and got in the boxing ring. And when I got in the boxing ring, that's where I smoked the cigarette. Put my gloves on. Got in the ring and looked across from me. Mind you, I never boxed before, right? So I'm wearing swim trunks, I'm wearing like this muscle shirt, and tennis shoes. I look across from me, and this guy I'm fighting wearing boxing trunks, boxing boots, boxing it. He's boxing. I'm just like, what? And I didn't care though. My cousin's like, he looks like you know what he's doing. My cousin tells me right. And I go, I don't give a fuck what he looks like. I don't care what he looks like. We're fighting, man. This is a fight. Like you can wear defense, whatever you want. So I didn't know I had to wear all that shit. I didn't know nothing about it, and then 30 seconds in the first round, and I found out how bad cigarettes could be. Couldn't breathe, running out of breath, and trying to drink, and all that. So I did 6 more of those fight clubs, and we got years time. Quit doing drugs, keep smoking, drinking, and I've been drug free, smoke free.
Congratulations on that. That's huge. That's an accomplishment.
Because of boxing and people like Steve, then I started going to the gym and started doing all these things, and he starts talking to me like, hey, come to the gym, get down, be there, start working out, and
There was a time where I used to be late all the time, or started learning responsibilities and stuff like that. Stuff that I never learned as a kid because my childhood wasn't a good one. So I'm learning in the gym how to become a human being as I'm changing my life. And when I start to learn that, I learn how to be on time. I'm learning that when I'm sitting in the gym, I don't eat donuts in front of my coach. My coach is like, "What are you eating a donut in the gym for? You not know that you need to have a good diet for boxing?" Like I didn't. That's how bad I was. That's how it was, though. I didn't know about boxing. I didn't know the diet. I didn't know. Who. He asked me about Holyfield. Evander Holyfield one time. I was like, "He's not an Olympic runner or something like that." Like, who's that guy? Like, I had no boxing experience. The only thing I knew was Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was the big shit back in the day.
So that's for him, I think, because
he taught me everything, man, and we went from there, and I'm getting older, and it's been a rough couple of years, the past couple of years for me, but we've been taking on big fights, and I've been coming up a little short, but I'm also re-energized now. I re-energized myself with a positive mindset, I've been in this kind of a negative, negative shit for a while. Yeah. So breaking out of that has been really good for me. Trying to be positive to my own self, to give myself some kind of credit for anything in my life. So that's another thing I learned in the gym too, man, is having the confidence in yourself. And have that.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I would just say to you, I mean, I'm not anybody, but just me personally, I always tell everybody this, just speak life into yourself, we all go through that. We all go through stages where we get down on ourselves and we get in this little rut. But you just got to keep reminding yourself like who you are and speak that life into you. And again, having like that great community around you with people that are going to push you and support you, and Steve's a good guy. I'm sure he's always motivating you to
and you know what? The
get
same
out
thing
there.
with Steve. Every time, man. Whether he was, talking, or hey, man, come on, or whatever it was, you know what I mean? And Steve actually too, man. With Steve and me, I mean, I noticed with Steve when I first met Steve, he was a different person than he is now. I mean, he was the same Steve. But me and him, we grew together. Like he started actually, he never ran with me. He never ran with me. Never ran with me. Then all of a sudden he starts running with me. All of a sudden he's not drinking. All of a sudden he's not. All of a sudden he changed himself and get himself shit. Now he's like freaking probably one of the most familiar faces in Smoke Lake because he runs Smoke Lake so damn much. You know what I mean? Like he probably got his face on 17th and Sheridan camera on the light a few times. You're like, man, that guy's always running around that light. What's he doing over there? You know what I mean?
What's really over
so yeah, but yeah, he changed his ways too. He started changing his life, and it was good to see that because for me, because he's my coach, and he's the one I hear when I'm fighting. I have 1,000 people and I'm screaming, and the only one I can hear is him because I'm so used to that.
Yeah.
So I want to hear somebody that's healthy, up here, in here, and all that. And he's always been that, and he made that change in himself too, which was cool for me to see because it inspired me to keep going with it too, stay. Like, damn, look at him, he's going right next to me. He was running hard too, and then he started lifting, and he started training hard, and it really inspired you to see how someone else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and always someone you look up to, just like you had someone you look up to, going into the boxing world and just seeing your leadership, just really, walk it like you talk it, right? And just seeing them do what they encourage you to do is so much more, it means so much more to you. And you just get really inspired. And just hearing both of your stories, like, that's inspiring to me. And, like, I just want to say congratulations to both of you. And, that just coming from where you come from and just your story and how you've overcome things, like, I just hope the audience out there, on my show, I'm always telling you at the end, like, you have purpose, like, and just hearing both of them talk and both of their stories, like, these are testaments to, like, you guys that have it, you can make it and be out there and do what you want to do. And so I just want to put that in there really quick because it's just like, your story is so amazing, and just seeing where you guys have come from, and just also just seeing how you guys inspire each other, and
Yeah.
you've accomplished so much. And I've seen, especially with you, I've seen a lot of things that you've done around with the community, and a lot of things that you're doing, and you have a real heart, like a genuine heart, and I see that by a lot of the things, like there's always people watching, there's
Okay.
people like me who's always watching, checking
Mhm.
out people, not being a stalker, but just
Yeah.
like
What's
people
going on over
just
there?
watching, and you see that, and you see
Look
the
at that.
heart of people, and you see people's real, true, genuine passion, and I love that because I see that in both of you, and
It's a sacrifice.
yeah,
It's been a big sacrifice. You have to sacrifice a lot of what you're doing to get the job done, and to get what you need. Like we've almost had our gym closed down a bunch of times, and we've traveled. We've been through about 6 or 7 years. Six or seven. We traded before one time on 47. It was like it was drug infested, cockroach infested place, the nastiest gym ever. But we were there for a while, But we went from there back to the most beautiful gym you could get to having them sell it, and then us going to a church. To a church, we went there, and then we just, it's that, you don't want to let that go.
yeah,
Because a lot of people look up to you, and you think about that too. You think about if the kids or that or anybody sees you giving up to them, you need to show them what it's like to have heart. Yeah, to never say surrender. Never give up.
yeah,
Even on the small things, things that you like. Because we've been behind some, we've been behind sometimes like 3 or 4 months on the rent, but we caught up, we get it, and there's been good moments, we think, it's just facing the adversity, facing the problems, and coming through and coming out on top of things, and good things happen with that.
yeah,
Good things comes with just working hard and following your dreams, chasing it. Don't give up, never give up. I think in yourself, I'm
yeah,
in yourself. And in your team, there's times when, you're like, all right, like my team get it done, I mean, it's been a good thing. You want kids to see you going all over and knowing they need to put in the hard work to get their team. The coolest thing I've taken a bunch of people the first trips on airplanes, and to be around it and get it done, and to be the center, not just for all the famous stuff too, but you're what makes it happen. We have all the boxing going on.
yeah,
The show. If you look on Facebook now, like Colorado has the show going on the 23rd. I mean, it all starts with just a little pebble in the water, just like Bruce Lee said, and it turns out to rivers and tidal waves. And around the state right now, everybody's excited to go to this fight. I mean, yeah, sir. Yeah, 24th to 25th. 24th is our show, and yeah, and then the 25th too. It's just veteran, and everybody, it's just great to start that kind of buzz, and it's something to, that everybody has their favorite going in.
yeah,
The rivalries and the camaraderie and the mutual respect. There's two guys on there who fight each other and hate each other, but at the end of the day, they'll remember each other. They're gonna run into each other later. And remember, and I mean, they become part of that.
yeah,
We've had rivalries before that just spark it. When one person does good, their whole community and their whole families and everybody's fine. And even if they see them trying, they go down the families and the community around them is going to be there to let them know. It brings people together. So there's a
yeah.
lot of positive things that
And
community can
and
do.
there is a lot of positive things. I was at a fight not too long ago, a couple of weeks,
Mm-hmm.
maybe more than a couple of weeks. But at one of the fights, and I seen one of the fighters fighting, like the coach didn't show up, like the guy was by himself, and I know that would be hard for me as a boxer, as anything, and the guy lost the fight, but as the opponent, like lifted up his head because he was sad, and it was just like, man, that's so awesome to see because you don't see it a lot. So when you see it, and I've noticed that in the boxing world in Colorado, yeah, and he lifted his head up, and he's just like, keep going, you're a champ, man, and everybody was cheering him on, and it's like I love the culture that I've been seeing with Airtight and with Sparta, with you guys, and it's like the culture is everybody bringing each other up, like of course you're in there to win a fight, you're there to keep going, but I love that, like, your win is my win is your win, so no matter what, and I love that. So I've been seeing that culture within Colorado, like it hasn't been there for a long time, but I believe the culture that you guys are setting is helping raise that bar up and, raising people up and seeing that camaraderie and like, let's help each other out, That's really awesome.
It's came around to that. I like that. I think that everybody's getting to know each other. You know, obviously once in a while if you promoters pop up and then, I think that when the new guys come along, they're like, oh, they get this thing in their head, like, oh, we're competition or whatever. Somewhat we are, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Somewhat we are, and it does get rough, but when they can't handle it, they turn it dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's part of it. I mean, I need to work hard and hard, and I believe in that. I'm like, okay, we have to know how to handle that.
yeah,
So sometimes, you have people who lost and that are bashing you now. That's the weakest. That's as weak as they are, because before that happened, they were trying to team up with you and your best friend, and then you do something good for them, and then things didn't go right for them, and then it turns sour. So you learn how to handle that, and to me, every day it's all about growth. How do you handle that?
yeah,
Okay, you need to rise above that and still, take that as a positive note. Still, you have to find growth in yourself every day to say when you see that, and I don't want to say like people who hate you because you're doing good, it should make you grow. 'Cause there's a lot of people out there, still to this day that are like, oh, you get this and that, and sometimes I probably did, but if you're in competition, you can't handle that. You're in the wrong business. Get up and do your job better. Maybe you can bring yourself to home sleep field for not working hard enough.
yeah,
I mean, or sometimes too, it's like buyer beware when you get into this. It's not an easy thing. I've seen 90% of promoters leave. 90% of them really that try to hit. I've only moved very few successful promoters. Most of them are there to just get down and talk.
yeah,
Work really hard. And that's definitely we will bust our asses. I mean, we're there from the sun up to sundown, and I mean, every night, every day. And sometimes we lose. And you have to know how to handle that. You get up and you take that for a win, and look at the bright side of things and how you go and readjust to it. And then when you do win, you have to learn not to be complacent with that. Like, all right, yeah, I kicked some ass to show, and all right, let me go home and just chill, and I don't have to do that. No. You still want to be that guy who's hungry. I remember one show a long time ago. Like one of my first shows I've done. Like I didn't have all my big promoters and all the people around me that I did. And my kids, this was about 19 years ago. My kid's mom was pregnant, didn't have paid me, and I had no money. None. I didn't even have back then. I didn't have a cell phone. I had pages. And I was like, how the hell do I do this? So I mean, all you gotta do is just keep working because, I found a way to get it done. I could have gave up right there. And I mean, I was like, we were at the point of like getting kicked out of the house. I mean, no money for diapers or anything. I was telling you. So you learn, you say, all right, we need to turn this into a beast company. What are you going to do? You look at what you have around you. I got all these fighters. I have a lifetime invested in me. A hungry man is more dangerous than you. So you look around. And I knew Denver like crazy, so I went out and just hustled my ass off. And probably on one of the biggest shows ever. I mean, we made the news. We were at the old Regency Hotel, Los Caporales Hotel, and I didn't have any money for advertising. I didn't even have money for tickets. I only had enough money to buy paper for tickets. So what we did, none of us we made the concert. So we went out and I said, okay, so I figured this idea. So I made 60,000 tickets, and they all say comp on it. But at the bottom it says after 6:45 it's turned into a coupon. That shit worked. So we went out. I was catching the bus places, handing out tickets all over. Handed out to my friends day in and day out, man. And then on the way, people like, hey, if people see you trying to work towards this, they'll jump on it, but you gotta be smart, sharp, and not let, have your poker face on. Don't look like you're begging for something. Be out there and work hard. And so when it finished up, I probably had one of the biggest shows ever. Like I had a line outside the building you couldn't believe. at 6:45 went by. I almost took this for me 2 points, man. I had fire department there, so I know I got a ticket for breaking the fire code. They were gonna stop it, and I just had to kick 8 people out. So I mean, I was so happy. That was like, okay, so that just goes to show you, that never doubt yourself, and if your mind can perceive, you can achieve. Keep going with it, and you're good. Keep going and keep reinventing yourself every day. Bring yourself into something new. And think about how you are in the future. And look at it like from my point of view, I'm the manager, the matchmaker, the promoter. I'm also the guy at the end who's going to be there cleaning the baby up when it's done. Me and Jeff are taking down the rings, taking down fighters. We break up fights in the audience. I mean, we have a lot of things to do, but we need to go through that and don't let yourself get old. Remind, fill yourself up every day and find what inspires you and look around you and all those faces that are around you and say, okay, you don't want to let them down and yourself down either. Don't do that. Make this be something big, and to me, every show is different, and I have to treat everyone different, and still at the same time look forward to the next show that you're going to do, have a future with this, and look forward to your fighters. Like I said, keep this thing. I like keeping my things in time. The guys that are with me now, I'll take care of them. If they stay with me and they show that, like it's not just me, and it's not just the brand name and their type boxing house thing. I want to have this to where it's like when I'm done, when I'm done, and it'll probably be when I'm dead. I'm gonna be an old man in the gym falling asleep. I seen that when I was a kid. I seen an old man. His name was Charles Irving. He was at 20th Street, and I was a little boy, and I seen the coach falling asleep in the corner. And I was like, I want to be that guy. He was done. He was fighting, and the guy came back. He was like, Coach, the chair. I love that. I said, this man lived his life doing that.
Yeah.
I have that's what I want to do, so that's just.
Well, I'll make sure Rob rings the bell to wake you up.
Yeah, I will be there. And you know what? That's where I want to be, though. I want to set this up so it's like that. So I still have the gym, the House of Pain, and that going on, and I still have like other not I shouldn't say sister groups, but I still have like a good buddy of mine, Fidel. He has a gym every day. And it's a family fed boxing. It's a great gym. And I see my guy grow from being a fan of sports to being a boxing guy when his kids box. And him learning how to box and passing to me to one of the best coaches in Colorado. Buddy of mine down Camarena, and all these kids. So all these kids throughout all there, I'm all their promoter.
Yeah.
Sometimes they may look at me like, look, I take care of all you guys. To me, I have it all. You know what I mean? I have winners and runner-ups sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's okay with me. I'm like, that's fine. We're all a family. It's all unity in the community. We all need each other. So
nobody will step through your nose to champion or every
to see this guy coach, he has his own fighters now too that just came out. And I could be proud. Like he has a kid Angel that comes in the gym, and I'm like, man, this kid comes in and wipes out everybody. And I'm like, that's rock. The other day these guys were all done because I taught this guy to block body shots, and he taught his fighter, and it's just amazing to see how that goes on.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so speaking of fights, you have a fight next week.
Yeah.
So your opponent, who's your opponent?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
And so have you ever gone up against him before?
I've never even heard of him.
Never heard of him? So how are you feeling about the fight next week?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel real good. Positive. Like I said, I'm on that positive train of feeling.
Yeah.
I'm positive about the fight. I've been doing my work in the gym and I love it. And just killed it. I flipped out the other day and got down. First time I've been on Lookout Mountain for a long time. And I've never ran down it, so that was kind of crazy. But
yeah,
it worked out so much that I never knew I had to run down Lookout Mountain. But because I usually just run up that mountain. But yeah, it was good. And the gym is easy. We are trying to get it. That's I've been doing this for so long that it's like natural. It's like natural good too. Just to everything, you're wrapping your hands, putting the gloves on, coaching it, stretching the shoulders out, and put on your boots, getting the gloves on, and get in the ring and start focusing on what you got to do, what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And so I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling really good
That's
about it.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be there cheering you on.
Oh, yeah,
So
right on.
we'll be out there. So I know you won't hear my voice. You said you'll be tuned in on Steve. So
Yeah.
and so you got a stacked card. Who do you got for next week?
Stacked card. We have 14 fights. 14 fights, but our main event is a kid. He's the king Sparta. His name is Austin Nelson. Uh, he's a good boxer, kickboxer, mixed martial art guy. His boxing is amazing. He's fighting up and coming amateur right in Sean County.
Okay.
And Sean's 3-0. Uh, really good fighter. I think he's a level above the state level where he wants to compete against anybody, you know. And Sean came to me and was like, "Hey, I need help." His manager, they talked to me, tried to make the fight happen. The fight didn't happen on the last one, so he's ran into some ups and downs. He's going to be hungry. Alkeem's hungry. As the main event, and this is the Coleman event here. I have Stevie Marquez, who's a veteran of about 45. He's going to be fighting another up and comer. So this is like a crossroads fight for a lot of guys. So we got the up and comers up against the guys like Rob. Rob's a gatekeeper, but he's still a guy. Like people try to cross the gate and we shut him down. I mean, a lot of guys. The guy that he's fighting, 5-0, local 5-0, but was a national champion this kid. So he feels it's his time. We're here to say different. And I'm telling you, this every fight on this card has fire potential. It's hard to call one fight the main event because everyone has firepower.
Yeah.
That crowd that night is going to be so lit. I feel it. It's a masterpiece in the making. I got a couple of guys on. We got some amateur guys that I can't wait to see that are on the come up that that work their butts off every day, and you see they're the future of the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's like wow, I love seeing that. I like seeing that the come up and just and the crossroads fights. Because you know like guys with like Steve and Rob, we're fighting guys that are coming up and want to make it to the next level, but they gotta get past us. They gotta get past this level right here and see. Jesus Vasquez just fought on the Golden Gloves level, or I'm not sure what he won the national tournament. I'm not sure who it was, but to fight on that level and to fight a world class pro like this is two different things. But the contrasting styles makes for the fight and it's going to be amazing. I mean, the crowd, like, every time my fight is, they do amazing. So they leave electrified. Talk about marquee guys. We put his name up and do posters and specifically crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, 14 fights on the card. Crowd, is Denver's going to be ready for something. So Denver, stand up. Let's go.
Yes, and there's still limited tickets available.
Yeah.
They are going fast, guys. So, how can they get a hold of you for tickets?
They could go to us or go to the Sparta. They could get tickets to the Sparta website as well. We'll have tickets at the door. There's still about like 3 VIP tables left. Those are the really expensive things. But still, there's not a bad seat in the house. So you could go buy tickets at the door or go to, I'm not sure what the Sparta website is.
SpartaMedia.com.
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 Jeff's gonna be like, Steve.
Uh-oh.
I appreciate you having us on. This is neat. I'm glad that you're doing. I hope that more boxing could come to something like this. You could get to this kind of audience. This is why it was important for us to get out here. I like getting out, and I thank you for having us on.
Of course. I mean, I'm glad you guys came on. One of the questions I want to ask you, because like we're all inspired, right? We all get inspired like for what we do and what our passion is. So, what is something that someone's ever said to you, or something that you've seen or just heard that's inspired you that you could give our audience that would inspire them as well?
But when they tell you you can't do it, that's what inspires me. I have people say you will never do this, you can't do it. You expect people like that every day. It's only proven wrong.
Yeah.
I think about that every day. I still hear that every day. I want to get up and go every day. My mother telling me, you're the best son to do this. And she's one of my biggest critics. So she's honest with me, and I appreciate that. She could be honest. You gotta be able to take criticism
Yeah.
and don't get down on yourself. Go in that mirror, look at yourself every day, and if you just look at yourself every day and see yourself who you are, you're not anymore. You can't be stopped, and learn to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, no one can stop. No, you learn how to take on any adversity in your life. Believe in the team around you, uplift people around you, be a leader, not a follower.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What about you, Rob?
Well, right now, like, inspiring to me is, I'm inspiring myself right now. I'm on some things I've been going through and everything I've been dealing with. I'm really, like, trying to inspire myself, and put what I want in my head and make it visible.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to manifest some good things in my life. And, as we wind down in my career and stuff like that. It's been a long, 18, 19 years now. Well, boxing, and and I'm lucky that I'm still here, and I can still talk to people, and my head never got knocked off. Because it's a tough sport, Anybody, that's why I say anybody wants to be known to be in everything. It's inspiring to me just to see that.
Yeah.
Because I know some of them get really nervous, and some of them get scared, and some of them, but they still do it.
Yeah.
For me, now I've been doing it so long, it's not hard for me to walk through the ropes. It's not hard for me to be in the back, getting pumped up and ready to go out on the big stage in New York or Vegas, California, here in Denver at home in front of my crowd, in front of my people, my friends, and my family, and my fans. And, you know, it's, it's still the same though. You still get that nervousness.
Yeah.
And to walk through the ropes is very, very good, and I'm very proud of anybody that can do that, It
Yeah.
shows some
You
strength.
don't get nervous. This is I have very few fighters that don't. No, I mean, myself as a fighter, I got nervous. I was scared. I'm man enough to admit it. Like, I had to literally meditate and just look, and I was all crap because I was scared. I was nervous.
Yeah.
But I fought it and got in there, but to me, it's a special kind of person. This guy, when he goes out, he's like going to a New Year's Eve party. I was like,
hey.
and and you forget, you think that everybody else is like that, and I've been with some fighters before where I was like, God, dude, man, you make it like, you should just feel the tenseness,
Yeah.
because like everybody's like, the reality is getting in there, and I'm talking guys who are athletes, like you would think they're killers and crap. Yeah, so a boy in that back locker room, man, these guys out of there, these guys gotta go to when you get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then to walk out there, you can feel it, and they get in there, and you can see the look in the man's eyes. And, you're no less of a man if you lose in that you're going to lose to fear, because it's okay. You know what I mean? If you lose, it's all right. You learn something about yourself. You'll take something home from it.
Yeah.
You will. That's why I want people to all know that too. Just the only thing I would ask is people out there and coaches, promoters, and other people, be responsible in what you do. Like if you're a fighter, be responsible enough to treat yourself right, to run right, to live right, to watch what you do, the overconsumption of bad foods and all that stuff. And if you're a trainer, watch the fighters. Stay close with them.
Yeah.
If they're getting work with that,
Yeah.
know these kind of things. Safety first. But know these things before you take them in. As a promoter, be responsible with that. You don't overdo it. I could say, and I'll take blame for the last month. I mean, I went above wild. He showed me that's too much. I should have been more responsible. And it's a good thing that they all didn't go well for myself, because I would be doing like 20 shows a month. And I said, I'm glad, because now this is it. I'm going to keep doing this one to be more responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want, it's all about responsibility, moderation, and balance.
Yeah, definitely the balance in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think sometimes we forget that, like, no matter what it is, like, we don't balance ourselves, and we start taking on too much, and I know from personal experience, like, I'm always like a yes person, like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I'm like, oh no, 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 no. So finding that balance is key and finding it there. And so, before we get ready to wrap up and everything, where is airtight boxing going? What do you see for the future? What do you see for 2020?
2020, I had goals. I have goals for 2020. I'm looking at raising up a bunch of new prospects, keeping my other guys that are on right now, taking charge of each and every one of them. Look at where we're going. Look at off the fights that we're going to take. I'm looking at new venues, looking at keeping up my partnership with Sparta going well. You know, getting a better relationship out there with the community. I want to do more community events. I want to be more community oriented. Like as far as like going out there and doing some charity events. I've done a few. That's how we used to do this. That's how airtime boxing was my first show at the charity event. We did it for kids for cancer. We did it for Children's Hospital and all the money went to kids with cancer. We want to be out there and continue to inspire and grow. I see growth every year and this is becoming, and I still want to just stand down the hack and keep going 100%.
And I believe you will.
Absolutely, it's every day just getting up and having something new to do and keeping our visions on 2020 time for 2020 vision.
Yes.
See your dreams and go out there and get it. And it's about that too. Is that not just seeing it, not going out there, do something.
Yeah.
Get started on it. Make calls, go out, knock on doors. You have to take a bunch of no if you don't want this, because you need a lot of good business partners.
Yeah.
And I like traveling. I want to get our fighters out a lot more. I want to do some TV shows. I want to try to put together a couple of TV shows back home.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I can't wait to see what you have. And what about you, Rob? What do you have? Like, what are your goals for 2020?
2020, well, a lot of my goals are outside of boxing, but boxing is to at least have 2 fights before another one, and see where we go from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Say we're winding down, and just to find center myself, and do well rounded, and make sure that my kids are good and I'm good, and my friends around me, and keeping good people around me is the best thing for me.
Yeah.
So he's gonna always be like one of the biggest parts of boxing, no matter what. So I know that for me, I want to always make sure that the guys have jobs. Always, like I said, if anything, was to ever happen to me, whatever, I would hope that my guys like him would ever carry this on, go on and move this on. It's like no matter what happens, in the future, okay, this is what to do. I would love to run the show at the time and have my guys run the time. It's good to have that, and it's good to pretty much like hire from the group.
Yeah.
Teach people what you're doing because there's very few loyal people out there and people that work with integrity and the small crew that we can have.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm so excited for you guys, and I'm excited for what you have and what you've been doing in the community, and would love to partner with you on any of the community work that you want to do. There's so much. You guys just inspired me today. Like, even with your words, like just if you guys, go back if you just tuned in. We're about to end with the show here, but just hearing their stories and their testaments and it just re-inspired me to be like, man, like I need to pick up myself more, level myself up more. And so I just want to thank you guys so much for coming on, so much for everything that you're doing, and excited for what Airtight has, excited for the cards next week. So guys, if you don't have your tickets yet, again, there's limited tickets. You can go to SpartaMedia.com, purchase tickets there. There will be some at the door if you're lucky. It's going to be a sold out show.
Oh, yeah.
So get out there. I mean, this guy's going to kill it. I know it.
Yep.
He's going to kill it out there. So come out, come support. It's going to be great. Thank you guys so much for coming on. And, for all of you out there, I just want to remind you today, if no one has told you, you have purpose, you are loved and you belong. And so our guys right here, Airtight
I'm
Boxing,
with that.
around,
Yeah.
signing out. Your girl signing out. KUHS Denver. Love, peace, and God bless y'all.
That was